Hello, and welcome to Sudoku Swami's pencil and paper method. As many of you probably know, I have been working on a complete course in solving Sudoku puzzles. All the solving techniques in that course require the analysis of all remaining candidates, which are conveniently and automatically displayed by the majority of computer programs and smartphone apps. But if you prefer to do the puzzles with pencil or pen and paper, and unless you are willing to fill in all those candidates by hand and continually update them whenever you make a move, which is an incredibly tedious and time-consuming task, generally you will probably not be able to employ most of those particular techniques. So because of that, and also because I believe that the pencil and paper solvers far outnumber the computer app solvers, I have decided that I should create an additional series of tutorials for the vast majority of Sudoku lovers out there in the world, and here it is, just for you, Sudoku Swami's pencil and paper method. The first 5 or 6 of these pencil and paper lessons will lay the foundation for everything you will need to know before we actually start solving puzzles. Then after we go through all of that, the lessons will not follow any specific order, but will rather just be random demonstrations of logical techniques that you can readily use without the use of complete candidate lists. We will fill in some candidates here and there, but it will be very, very minimal. We will always try to solve the puzzle with as little scribbling as possible. My complete course is kind of like a college course in that the lessons proceed in a preordained order, one logically leading to the next, and they are kind of straight-laced and formal in nature. But here in this pencil and paper course, the lessons will be a little bit looser. We're just going to have some fun and let it all hang out, okay? We'll just take our time and learn how to solve puzzles. My initial plan is that each tutorial in this series will include the solving of a puzzle from start to finish, and I will always try to point out some interesting insights and tips along the way. But I have no doubt that we will deviate from that format from time to time. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens, okay? Great. The next couple of lessons will contain the basic rules of Sudoku, some interesting information about its history, and even a short tutorial on how to correctly pronounce it, just for fun. And then there will be a video on basic terminology and yet another one that will describe the system of simple markings that we will be using throughout this pencil and paper course. The actual solving of puzzles will begin immediately after we cover all of that, okay? So sharpen your pencils or load up your pen with ink and let's get started. And I'll see you in the next video explaining the rules of Sudoku. Until then, be well and be happy.